Okay, so today we have Black Midi and Welcome to Hell. So this, more recent kind of new rock outfit from the UK has been requested a few times, and I think from the same person as well. But searching them up, I see that a lot of people like them, a lot of people like their sound. So I am intrigued, and to listen to a newer band, I guess you would say, newer rock band, whatever. So anyway, gonna try to watch the video here, talk about it after. So let's get into Welcome to Hell, and let's go.
Listen, the sweet peals of moonlight induce love-making on the streets tonight. Listen, the soft purr of motorbikes ready to strike up the night light. So don't tell me of your troubles, your emotional grief. Taking the sights, this is shore leave. Don't talk of true love, unscrew your frown. Enjoy the entertainments of nighttime town. Experience the red rooms, the green tables, the souvenirs, make memories haunting or fabled. The gallant mist of red-blooded chivalry instilled in basic training. By standing in line today, you secure a place among the saints. Go give them, son, now your life begins. To die for your country does not win a war. To kill for your country is what wins a war. Don't tell your name, don't ask for hers. In this land of oysters, you are the world. The painless plainness of military life resumes tomorrow night. Malaria, or some eastern disease. Forget about it, son. A slap is all you need. We did it all, we seen it all, and worse, much worse, son. The massacres of ages, too many to recall. Limbs rendered birds by the speed they flew off. A soup nothingness that once was your best friend. Motherless children and temptress widows. The wild, the useless, the dead, the untamable. Don't stay in the street, lucky I don't shoot on the spot. Our bullets were made for men like you, the impotent idiots God forgot. And tonight you decide which corner takes residence, which room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own, we don't need men like you. Which room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own, we don't need men like you. Ivan, Tristan Bungle, hereby discharged!
Wow. Discharged he was. Black Midi and Welcome to Hell. Now I kind of get the title of Welcome to Hell with the friggin' narrator here for the song. Okay, so like I said, this being a newer band and them being requested and stuff, I was intrigued. I wanted to know what's going on. And coming into this, all I knew was that they were kind of rock or whatever, I guess, and for their genre. But obviously here, you got some jazz, progressive as well, progressive rock there. I mean, what really almost came to mind, for goodness sakes, this band is so young, and I had to look up the lead singer of the song's age. I want to say Jordy is how you say his name, Greep, who's born in 1999, so he'll be 24 this year. The whole band is very young, early 20s, and it's just like they sound, so good. I mean, I guess, there are bands that sound great when they're very young, whatever. I mean, you think back to, long ago, the 60s and all the stuff, there's so many different 20-year-old people who were great musicians. But, I mean, I don't know, it's just like, for this sound, it doesn't sound like, I guess there's more than three guys, because I guess the band is, basically three people, Jordy Greep, Cameron Picton, and Morgan Simpson. But then again, like I said, there are additional performers on the song and for this album. But anyway, it's just like, so much noise, so much sound. It's like, it's like, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. And like I said, I love how, I guess I'll say, I love how they play with each other. Like, they play back and forth with each other, because obviously, the band's playing together. But like, I don't know, they're so, in sync with each other. I mean, the drums are tight. I gotta say, Morgan Simpson on the drums here, I mean, holy shit. Like I said there in the song, it's just like that drummer, man. It's just like, especially with him and how he was, like I said, was so in sync with everybody else. And his sound is just undeniable and just unparalleled for, a drummer today. I mean, he's got to be one of the, I don't even know. I guess I don't have much of a, well thought, case here, whatever, but he's got to be one of the best drummers, today for his age, whatever, for a new rock band, whatever. It's just like, I couldn't believe, his style, his sound is just so appeasing, it's pleasing, everything. It's just my God, there's, like I said, he was so tight, and it's just, I can't talk about Morgan Simpson enough. So thrilling, so intense, the whole song was like that. And with the strings and such, you have such an extravagant sound as well. It just builds up and, intensifies. And by the end, especially with the verse where, I'll get into the lyrics here, but, one of the last verses there where the guy just starts, where Jordy just starts yelling at very mad, he sounds a lot more angry than he was. It gets a lot, the music gets a lot more intensified, it creates chaos. And it's just like, I mean, you go on a ride here with them. It's nuts. I mean, I can't, how else do you say it? It progresses, chaotically, and I just love that so much. But yeah, this band, I mean, just so raw, so groovy. I mean, everything I love in a band, in a song, whatever. And again, I can't get over those vocals. Honestly, what this song reminded me of, I've seen people, because I was looking at the comments and stuff, just to see, what people are saying, all this stuff. And I see people say, it reminds them of Primus. I've seen, and I can see that, of course, with Primus. Honestly, also, what comes to my head is like the Specials or something. Maybe it's just because Jordy's voice reminds me of Linfold Golding or something. I don't know, but he has that striking voice that I don't think should come out of a 23-year-old or 24-year-old. His voice is so stunning and striking. All those adjectives. I mean, it's bold as hell. I mean, Jesus, H Christ, it's nuts. Anyway, oh my goodness, there's probably more I could say, but I mean, I just want to get, I guess, into these lyrics here. But yeah, what a great track. And I mean, and before getting into lyrics here, I feel like listening to the song and hearing the words and stuff. And I did see that Jordy also, I guess it says he was the lyricist of the song. Very well written as well. Very well. I mean, especially for this time, for 2023 now. Even though this came out last year or whatever, but, it's so self-aware of, especially in these times, and how you're talking about mental health here and you're talking about war. I just love their take on this. And, it's so, I don't know, relevant to today. Relevant for many, even back in, World War I and II and everything. But this fits so well even today. I just love how current this still is. So anyway, Um, how the song starts off, listen right off the bat, it's just like, oh goodness gracious. And I mean honestly, actually there isn't about here on Genius.com, and usually I read that. But it seems like there's I get like again, it's about war here. It seems like there is like a sergeant, whatever you would say, who's talking down to a private, and I guess it does say at one point, when he fires at the private here, and names him by his name or whatever. We'll get into that as well, but he's really talking down to this person, and he gets angrier and angrier at this person, and it's just, by the end of it, he's just like, like it says, you're discharged, get the hell out of here. Anyway, like I said, there isn't about here. Welcome to Hell is a lead single from the album Hellfire, so everything to do with this, my god, I don't know what that was. It's just so fiery. Obviously, Welcome to Hell, Hellfire, and like I said, I can understand why it's called Welcome to Hell, because this guy who's talking down to this private, it sounds like hell. The song tells the story of Private Tristan Bongo, love the name, a man who was at war and who was suffering from PTSD. The story is told through the perspective of Bongo's commander, so there it is, who berates him for his mental struggles, calls him a coward, and eventually discharges him. So yeah, basically, when you're hearing it, I mean, basically, yeah, it's what you think it is. And again, I just love how the band goes about this and writes this or whatever, and delivers it. And I mean, and how it sounds, the band just, plays with this. Like I said, with the drums and the bass and the guitar and everything. It's just like, it's hard to believe that this, I don't know, the humans are doing this almost. Anyway, we go into here, listen, the sweet peals of moonlight-induced lovemaking on the streets tonight. Listen, again, this guy is just, listen, it's almost like, it's such a weird comparison, but I'm thinking of like, Foghorn Leghorn or whatever. Listen to me, boy, come here, boy, all this stuff, he's the man in charge here. Listen to me, I'm the man in charge. Anyway, the soft purr motorbikes are ready to strike up the night alight. So then it goes on. So don't tell me of your troubles, your emotional grief. Because again, it seems like this guy is just, he's been around this war stuff, He's been in this position for a long time. He has no time. He's never experienced grief or PTSD or emotions, I guess, he's, especially, if you're going to kill somebody, whatever. He doesn't understand why you would not, why you wouldn't just pull the trigger or whatever. It's just like this guy has no apathy or whatever, empathy, whatever the word is I'm looking for. Anyway, he doesn't care. It's just like, this is just his life, whatever, and he doesn't understand why this guy's having a troubled time or whatever. He doesn't understand mental illness or whatever, all this stuff. Anyway, going down some different verses here again. Actually, the first verse here, by standing in line today, you secure a place among the saints. Go get them, son. Now your life begins. To die for your country does not win a war. To kill for your country is what wins a war. And again, I just like how, it's not really about, rhyming or anything here. It's just more about this guy's kind of, rant, really, is what's going on here. And Geordie's delivering that. And, to die for your country doesn't win a war. To kill for, so it's, you don't die, you gotta kill somebody. It's just like, and I don't understand why you have such a trouble with that, trying to, killing somebody. That's what you're here for. Don't tell your name, don't ask for hers. In this land of oysters, you are the world. The painless plainness of military life resumes tomorrow night. So again, it's just like, going on, don't ask for anyone else's, don't look for a woman, whatever it is. You're here to fight a war. And now this part here, because this is something that, obviously even way back, way back in like the 40s, World War II, the 30s, whatever, even before then, and even today probably, when you're talking about this part here, forget about it, son. A slap is all you need. It's just like, you don't need antidepressants, you don't need, therapy, whatever. All you need is a slap in the face, whatever, and you'll be back on track here, and you'll be fine. It's just like, that's what comes to my head. It's just like, because again, this guy who's, this commander, still, he has no concept of grief or anything like that. It's just, I love how Geordie really gets that across here. And then, all that said, the fifth verse here is really where the guy just has had enough of this, of Tristan's shit, basically. And just how it starts off, shivering fuck, don't stay in the street. So at this point, he's turned to anger. He's gone from, being annoyed to just being angry, yeah, just being fed up with this guy, like a lot. Anyway, lucky I don't shoot you on the spot. Our bullets were made for men like you. The impotent idiots God forgot. So it's just like, at this point, it's just like, you're lucky, you know, I don't shoot you in the head right now. It's just like, you're the people I should be killing. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, going on, but now you're on your own. We don't need men like you. With the outro, of course. Tonight you decide which quarter takes residence, which rooms looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own. We don't need men like you. So we don't need men who feel. Basically, we don't need men. We need guys who are just, you know, an empty medicine cabinet. You know, it's just, you know, we need guys who are just, you know, a vessel, who won't think, will just do. You know, it's just like, we don't need guys like you who go through emotions and stuff. We just need a guy who will do what they're told, basically, is what you get. Anyway, then, you know, like I said, we don't need men like you. Private Tristan Bongo hereby discharged. And then obviously the song ends off. And I mean, my God. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't say it enough. From the music to the lyrics to, I mean, the performers, the performance of it all, this was a treat, back to front to back. Yeah, front to back. And from the get-go, it was just like, you know, you're entranced, and it's just a thrilling song, intense as all hell. So I gotta really, you know, thank the person who requested this, because again, they requested it. I'm pretty sure the same person said it a few times, and I finally got to them. So yeah, what a great track. I mean, I like I said, I don't just say that because you know, I mean, I don't just say that I like it just, because I feel like sometimes it's just like, oh, he likes everything or whatever. But I mean, here it's just, I don't know. I like a lot of songs, I guess. I mean, I don't know what it is, but yeah. I'm very excited. I get very excited about the song, and this was one of those times as well. And oh my God, just the power they showed here was incredible. And again, for a band that's, you know, still in the early 20s here, and, you know, still so young to, you know, go on and do even more. Let's see what happens, and, you know, how they grow. It's just like, my God, what a you know, what a time it will be. So what an adventure it will be to follow this band. So anyway. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support, and I will talk to you guys again soon.